Hey, brave girls. I wanted to share some tips on how to approach and talk to anybody, even if you are feeling shy and uncomfortable. The biggest thing that I want you to be aware of is that a lot of what you're feeling is normal. So we need to just expect sometimes you're going to feel awkward and uncomfortable and maybe a little out of your element, especially when you're meeting new people or doing different activities. Here are 5 tips that will help you approach anyone even when you're feeling shy and a little out of your element. Step 1, don't make things about you. Okay. This is talking about our fear of rejection. This holds us back so much in life because we're worried about what people might think about us, what people might say about us, what they would say after we leave. So that fear of judgment keeps us really playing small. It basically is our worry showing up in full force saying, hey, this doesn't feel comfortable. Hey, this doesn't feel safe. Hey, I don't feel safe and I don't feel comfortable. So guess what? You can't handle this. And that's not the reality. The reality is your worry is going to show up and make you think that you can't handle something, but you can. And it isn't about you. People have lots of things going on in their own life, in their own minds, that sometimes is impacting their ability to be open and free in the moment. If you feel like you're being rejected, most often it has more to do with the other person than you. They might be having a bad day. They themselves might feel uncomfortable. Maybe there was an expectation they had that isn't working out the way that they had expected, and they're not feeling very flexible. So when you first go into a situation, don't make it about you. Get curious about the people around you. Focus your attention and energy on them, not on you. Tip 2, prepare what you want to talk about. Sometimes we go into situations and we don't know what to say, or we don't know what people will be talking about. We have some just common conversation starters that can help us. Looking for how you have something in common with someone, where there's a shared interest, that's how you build connection. So using open-ended questions. Open-ended questions, remember, start with who, what, when, where, why, and how. Asking people questions can communicate our interest in them, but also give you more information so that you can find the connections or commonalities that you have, and you then can go deeper. And it helps you build that people file that you have for each person you've ever met. You have a little people file in your brain. It helps you build more of that information so you can come back to that. When we remember things about people, that makes them feel special and that makes them feel closer to us. Tip 3, I've hinted at it. Look for things that you have in common. Familiarity builds comfort very quickly. When you meet somebody, maybe at a birthday party, another guest you don't know, you already have one thing in common. You both like the person that you're attending the birthday party of. So finding out how there may be other commonalities can be a way to make a new friend. One of the girls that I coach this past weekend, she went to a birthday party for one of her good friends, met another girl at that party, and guess what? This weekend, she's going to that other girl's birthday party because she made a connection. She went into the situation thinking, okay, I'm going to be flexible and open. I'm going to try and find new people that I can meet and get to know. And having that mindset truly helped her in being open to making the connections. So as you're talking to someone new, look for things that may be commonalities. Maybe you went to the same school. Maybe there is something you both enjoy doing, an activity, a team sport that you both have played, a place you like to vacation, a favorite YouTuber or TikToker that you follow. If you can't relate to shared interests, oftentimes what you can then do is look at how you can relate emotionally. What are some common feelings? If this new person shares an interest that you don't have, but if you ask them, ooh, what got you into that? Maybe the reason behind why they got involved in that activity is a connection for you. Maybe that is the reason behind your activity that you're currently in. Relating to people emotionally can help connect you to someone new. Tip 4, ask more open-ended questions. If you're only getting short responses, yes, no, maybe, look at how you can ask something that's going to give you lots of different possible answers. And that is the who, what, when, where, why, how. When we ask a question with genuine curiosity too, when we express that in our voice, I don't know anything about that. I'd like to learn more. Can you tell me more? Our voice can express our interest, which can excite a person to share more. People like to talk about themselves, especially if somebody else is getting excited. If we can help show that and express that with someone new, it truly can help make a connection. So instead of saying, do you like your school? You could ask the question, what do you like most about your school? Or if they say, oh, I do dance. Oh, what do you like most about dance? Or what's been the hardest thing you've had to overcome in dance? So remember, asking open-ended questions encourages the person you're chatting with to share more details about themselves, which is going to help you find more connections. And it often gives that person a warm experience in having an opportunity to share something about themselves with someone, such as yourself, that's excited and interested to learn about them. Tip 5, if you're really feeling anxious and awkward in meeting new people, you have to keep practicing it. But maybe you need to practice it in smaller settings. So maybe that's going out with a smaller group of girls rather than practicing new skills at the big sleepover. Some things still feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. We need to really make sure that we are acknowledging the discomfort, saying, hey, I know you're going to be here. It's okay that you're here. And just because you're here and I feel it doesn't mean that I can't do this. So many times we listen to the fear and we stop ourselves or we hold ourselves back. Where we're really going to grow is when we're pushing against that. And we're choosing not to listen to that fear. We're choosing not to listen to that worry. We're getting comfortable in being uncomfortable. Because we also know, girls, that discomfort, it only lasts a little bit. It isn't going to last the whole time. Make sure that when you're practicing in a smaller group, that you're making eye contact, you're smiling, you're doing some reflective listening, where that would be nodding your head, making statements like, oh, wow, so that people can see you're interested and listening in what they're sharing. So when you have a little bit of practice and you're doing things in a smaller group, stretch yourself to a larger group. Make sure you're getting out of that comfort zone. Let me know in the community page, how is it for you connecting with new people? What is your process? Is there a question that you like to ask people that you feel really helps you get to know them? Or a question that helps somebody open up? I would love to hear what you recommend because I know a lot of girls in the Brave Tribe will also benefit from your recommendation as well. I hope these 5 tips have helped, sweet friend, and I can't wait to see you on our next call. If you have a topic you want us to discuss in our next call, let me know. Make sure to also add that to our community page. Take care, sweet friend, and continue to live life bravely.